I had a friend, Sean Weiss, who was Goldberg the goalie from the Mighty Ducks movies, and he was also in Heavyweights. And he got a hold of Judd Apatow. He was like Sean was my first big supporter. And we did stand up together, and he got a hold of Judd Apatow and got me an audition for this after I heard about it. And we tried to get an audition for a couple weeks, and I had an audition and had 9 auditions for the part, and it was just crazy. Got it.
Yeah, I had done one movie prior to this one, and it was called It's Kind of a Funny Story with Zach Galifianakis. And so originally they told me that I had too much experience to even audition because they wanted strictly unknowns only. But anyway, after some convincing, I decided to email Zach Galifianakis and ask him to put in a good word with Todd, and ended up coming back in and reading with Todd again and several more times, and eventually, finally, we all got cast. So
I just did an open call over the internet. They saw like I don't know, thousands of people, so I don't know what I did that was so awesome, but I appreciate it. Disneyland.
Yeah. We took we went to Big Bear, spent a weekend in Big Bear. Yeah, just a lot of hanging. I mean, after a while it was easy because we liked hanging out. These
are like my 2 best friends.
Yeah,
thank you.
We just hang out with them all the time.
We also had something in common where this was like a big thing for all of us, including Nima too. You know, it felt like a big break for all of us, and we kind of had that in common, so that really helped build a friendship. You know, you had something to relate to. So.
Yeah, I mean, if one of us had been an established actor, the dynamic just would have been totally off.
Yeah.
So it was cool, so we were jumping off from the same point, like all of us.
Deep end swimming, you know?
Yeah.
Pretty much what it looks like, I feel like, is what it was like to be there.
Exhilarating and exhausting.
Yeah. I mean, it was intense. We had 300 extras there, and they would bring the same ones back every night for 5 weeks, and so they started to get to know each other, and eventually it was like a real party mentality, and it was really felt like a party environment.
And you met so many cool people, and like so many like really cool guys, and so many beautiful women with like not an ounce of cellulite on them, and it was crazy, like just how you'd get attention from these extras on set who made the party so great.
One thing I thought was so funny when we were shooting it is this guy, and he's throwing up into the toilet, and then there's these kids that are just pissing like he's not even there into the toilet, like past his head or onto his head.
Too far, man.
It was just so real looking and disgusting. We just couldn't.
I was just thinking about the one that they get in there, which was this dude hanging from the ceiling.
I think
he's hanging from like the chandelier, like this huge chandelier. He's like shaking, and like he was a stunt guy, but like I think he was a stunt guy, and it was like crazy to watch this dude fall and like tear that thing off the wall.
That made it into the movie, I think.
We had some really impressive stunt guys.
Yeah, the stunt guys were incredible. My stunt guy was hilarious because there's not a lot of young stunt dudes in my body type, so it's someone that started off doing stunts in great shape when they were younger. So my stunt guy was probably in his 60s, and he had done the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So seeing him put on the curly hair wig and falling off the treadmill and jumping off the house was really just pretty incredible.
He was hilarious.
We weren't part of the open casting call. We did it
We're actors.
We're
the
official way, I suppose.
Yeah, our agents called us, and we actually got to hear about who was involved, and when we knew Todd Phillips was involved and Joel Silver. I mean, not a lot of questioning.
We were pretty excited.
Yeah, exactly.
We were like, okay, tell us what.
We knew it was going to be nuts. We knew it was going to be a comedy. We knew it was going to be, but I think no one had any idea, and you can't really know until you're doing it or until after it's made. The scale of, we knew it was a big deal. It's a big deal for me no matter what. So, but on this kind of like doing a movie like this when it's already so different for so many reasons, it's filmed in a different way. We have a first-time director who usually does like visually, he's
stunning.
Exactly, stunning music video, which makes it really easy and fun to watch. So we've got a lot of fun things, and there's a bunch of unknowns. So what's more fun than going to a movie and seeing people that you've never seen before?
Literally what you see is what we were experiencing every day for 5 weeks. It
Yeah.
was just insanity. Walking, I remember I took like a 2-week break, and when I came back, the party had progressed by then. And so I remember I was walking from a trailer to the set, and I was walking by all these, and I got no forewarning, all these cars and trees on fire. I'm like, what the shit is going on?
Yeah.
I'm assuming this should be happening, but I was a little freaked out for a second, and then as I got closer, I was like, okay, this is supposed to be happening.
Yeah.
I was a little worried.
I mean, the whole thing was very party-esque. You felt like you were there at a party. We're also extremely tired because we've been doing this same party for 5 weeks or so. So one of the craziest things for me was when the cops came and I got to kind of see, because that's my favorite part of this movie even, because that's just so nuts that we get cops to literally come and then run away scared, like with their tail between their legs, is awesome. Like they come and then they come and then literally all of the kids, like 200 some odd extras, come outside and just start throwing bottles at the cop car like a riot's about to happen. And I was just like, yes, because I think that's epic.
I've been to some parties that kind of got out of control, but obviously nothing to this extreme. But I mean, I've been to some parties where a friend of mine caught my porch on fire because he took too long to take a flaming shot, and the glass broke and a little vodka spilled out, and he ended up patting it out with his hands before I could run back out with a blender filled with water. So it was okay. It didn't burn the house down, and it wasn't in the news by any means. But
That's another aspect I love about this film.
Yeah,
It made the news.
It made the news. It's pretty epic.
Beautiful. There's some great wide
Incredible.
shots, especially when there's the helicopter and when there's the fire. It's just unbelievable. I'm so proud that we did that. He's super laid back.
He's the ultimate best. It was such a pleasure working with him. I can't wait to work with him again someday, hopefully. And him integrating his skills, his visual, just talent, like it really shows in the film, because if you look at his past work, it's beautiful. And using him in this, and then his mentality, he's so calm. I never saw him get out of control.
He never got upset. He never got stressed.
No,
and if he did, he would just go smoke a cigarette and he wouldn't even mention it.
Yeah, he's the bomb.
He's really great. He's very laid back, and we got to improv. He wasn't like stick to the script,
Yeah, he was very open to suggestions and talking things out and seeing how things feel and things like that. He was a really hands-on, great director.
And we trusted him because he knows the visual aspect of it, but also he trusted us, which was great because we're mostly unknowns / I guess up-and-comers, and to get this opportunity and not only to be able to be involved in it, but to have him kind of give you the leeway to kind of just do your thing. He gave us some space to really kind of play, and that was really fun, and it doesn't happen often.